Hi there, TLSM friends. As you can see, this video is played much faster than it was recorded. And it's because I had my very good friend over and this recording is during a couple of days, but with the beginning from the 26th of October. This is my friend Beatrice Victor and I that are starting to explore how we will have the Hasbro Corner at TLSM. The strange sound that you might have heard in the background is, of course, my little Izzy that is lying here on my knee while I'm recording this sound. So don't be scared. It's not my stomach or something. It's just my little dog. And back to the video, you can see how we are cleaning out or taking out the things that we already had at TLSM, so we thought that it would be easier to start with a clean canvas, so to say. So we took everything out from the corner to make it easier to get an overview and also to be able to pick the things that we wanted to have in the Hasbro Corner. And here you can see we are discussing if we should have the shelves or not. And we decided that they were a little bit too heavy, so to say. They catch your eyes a little bit too much, and so that's why we removed them. And also I was very good when I was putting them up, thinking of security. So I had, of course, really fastened them in the wall. But that's done now. And in the other corner there, I had some Hasbro things standing on the floor and in the lower shelves. And we removed those as well. And yes, here we are discussing, because, what should we have to put the Hasbro things on? And I had those IKEA luck tables, small tables, and those are good and easy to move around. And that's what we are playing with here, as you can see, how to best use them and to make the corner the most attractive. And also I have 2 Hasbro houses that needs to fit in the corner, and the house you can see in the video was kindly donated to TLSM by Sandra Williams, and I'm so grateful for that. And now we are thinking about how to best display the Hasbro items that we have in the other room. And we are taking measurements and things like that. And also we are googling if we can find some shelves or something that we can get. And also how many, what distance we need to have between them, so we can put in, dolls and sceneries and stuff like that. So a lot of thinking and a lot of planning, and Izzy is with us and helping us all the time, as you can see. Next step is to remove the posters from the wall, and we have decided that we are going to paint the corner. So it will be like the paint is like framing the corner in a way. So it's more like this is the corner. Like that. So we need to remove all the posters, and it was easier said than done, because the TLSM owner, no names mentions, had used a staple gun, and with a lot of pressure that was killing the corners of the posters and also the poor wall. But nothing to do about that. All the posters are gone. Not from the museum, but from the wall. So I will put the posters somewhere else, because those are pedigree posters, and they have to be in the larger room, I think. And now we are planning how big the paint frame will be. And apparently it's a lot of things to discuss when it comes to this. Yes, and we also have to see it from a distance. And well, I'm not sure what more to tell you about this than that two ladies running around and thinking about stuff that's really important. Yes. Here I am preparing for the big painting day. And as you can see, Beatrice is ready to stain herself. She has a very exclusive plastic gown on. And now she is measuring and she is going to put tape where the paint will stop. So to say. And I have also joined Beatrice in this fashion parade. I have a more fabric kind of outfit, a green doctor kind of coat. And we are very careful when we are doing this. It needs to be correct, and we are using a, what is it called in English? Vattenpass in Swedish. Just a minute, I will check it out. Oh yes, thank you Google Translate. Water level. And yes, also when it's going downwards, it needs to be in water level and also close to the ground. And apparently there's a lot to discuss when it comes to this as well. And I think I got a bit thirsty, or what I did, I don't remember. But Beatrice is working hard, and I am running around doing whatever I can't really remember. Well, yes, I think I went to find some paint or things like that. And here I'm Googling again. Yes, a lot of decisions to make apparently. Oh yes, now I remember. We said that that we should paint the tape white. So when we drag it off after we have made the more purplish color, it won't look that rough in a way. So we are painting the end of the frame with white paint to start with. And also while Beatrice was painting, I had ran down to the basement and picked up a sandpaper. So where the stupid museum owner had put in the staples, I now had to sandpaper a bit so they wouldn't be so obviously noticed when we paint the new color on. And here I am mixing different colors to get a kind of a base coat that we would use as under layer for the other color. Yes, I think we decided to put another layer of tape just outside the first ones, so we wouldn't be in when you're a bit clumsy and rush forward, you kind of just oops, and the tape was in the middle of a brush stroke, and you had painted on the other side of the tape where you weren't supposed to paint. But with this extra tape, this would not be possible, we thought. And while the paint was drying, we went to a shop and bought stuff, shelves and also painting stuff. So because we used brushes when we did the first layer, but when we are going to use the real color, so to say, we are going to use paint rollers, and that was what we bought, and also trays to keep the paint in while using the rollers. And as you can see, I managed to do quite a similar shade of the mixed colors as the final paint that we used. And it looks a little bit more green than it is in reality. It's perhaps this looks like my doctor coat, but my doctor coat is green, and the color of the Hasbro Corner is perhaps a little bit more of a gray purple shade, but mostly gray. Well, and yes, we needed to take a lovely selfie to show you on Instagram how it looked. And here we are just thinking about the shelves again and admiring our work. And when everything is done, you of course needs to clean everything up or take it away. And some of you might have seen that we removed the tape earlier, and yes, this is how it looks before anything else. So the Hasbro Corner's new painted area is done, and then it's time for the shelves, and that's a lot of decisions to take, but not that much because we had already planned for it, as you saw before. But of course, when you're buying new things, there's always stickers, with price tags and EN codes and things on. So we had to remove some of those. And then there's also we need to know exactly where to put those thingies, those metal thingies that the shelves are going to be supported by. So those are going to be screwed into the wall, and it's important that they are on the same level, all of them, and that we do place them on the correct level from the floor to have them almost the same height as we planned from the beginning. And just to be sure that they will stick on the wall and not fall down, we need to use this kind of expander, metal expanders, and you first have to drill a large enough hole in the wall, and then you hammer the metal expander in the wall, and then you drill the screw, then you screw the screw in the metal expander. So that's why it's taking a bit of time here for us to do this, but you need to do it right from the beginning. At least when I have Beatrice with me, I try to do that. Otherwise, my dear friends, that I just do stuff and afterwards make it right. But Beatrice is very, very good, and she's very clever and smart and everything, and she knows how to do things. So I gladly do as she says. So I behave when I have my dear friend over, and when she's helping me. Yes, so I'm not sure what to say more about this. It took some time. It took a while to make this sit as it should on the wall. And if you're listening, maybe you can hear Izzy snoring. I'm not sure if you could hear it. But she's sleeping in on my lap now. And we're working here on the last thingy. And Beatrice is taller and stronger than me, so she's the boss and she knows what to do. And yes, I'm not sure what to tell you, so I will give you some music to listen to for a while. Not even the music lasted as long as the time it took to put these things up. But slowly we are getting closer to the end, as you can see. And yes, I think we was done there, and I brought a vacuum cleaner in the room to make the floor clean again after all the drilling I've done. And then we started to put the shelves up and checked so we had it in the level we wanted with the water level. And I believe that thanks to our good measuring in advance, it turned out great. And also the shelves had stickers with the price tag or the EN codes on, so we needed to remove those as well. There's not very much to tell you about this the work we're doing here. It's just trying to adjust the shelves so they look as good as they can together, because the walls, even though you're trying to do the measurements and everything, this house is built in 1934, and the walls can be, leaning a bit out or a bit in, and that also affects the level of the shelves. So that's what we're trying to adjust here to make it everything have the same level. It's not that much more to add to this the work we're doing here, trying to create distances with some foam material that you see here cut out, and putting it under the shelf, so the level will adjust a bit. And here Beatrice is opening a box with the second Hasbro house, and we later assemble it, but she's starting just to get the box opened. And yes, adjusting the shelves. This is really exciting for you guys to see. Yes, and Beatrice is back to the box, opening it up, and I believe she's checking out the instructions. And then we are going to make the shelf sit together or stay together for to get the best level. We decided to put them together with the screws, and so that's what we're doing here. On the underside, on the two lowest shelves, but on the highest one we decided to put it on the upside, because that will be the least way, well, the best way not to see the screws. So and here we are admiring our work and checking out so everything, the things that we wanted to have on the shelves, the largest things can fit there. And back to the house again. Now Beatrice is putting everything in order, so it will be easier to assemble. And she is really a gift to the human race, because she has such a great mind and skill in these things. She can really detect differences and similarities very quickly, and I'm not good at that at all. So we are building the house here, and we're a great team, me and Beatrice, and we have. You don't hear our jokes and our laughter, but we have really fun working together. So even though you can't see it, we are laughing a lot. And yes. Thinking about, yes, and I Google things and see how does it look in the when you search for it, so we make it as it should be. And well, I'm not sure what we're looking for, but I bet it's something really important. And yes, we are thinking about how to best put the houses, and I want them in the correct time frame. So from left to right, earlier to later. And here we are discussing how to best put the houses and trying it out in different ways. And we put the Cindy's cafe in the corner between the houses, and I think that turned out very well actually. And this house came with all the furnitures, so it was sold with all the furnitures, and it has lights in it as well, but I don't have the batteries for it, so we can't see any light yet, but hopefully soon, if they still make those batteries. And we are putting all the furnitures in the house as shown on the in the brochure, or perhaps not in the brochure, because I don't think this house actually is seen in the brochure, but as shown on the box it came in. And also the tiny lamps and things like that should be up in the house. And yes, I believe we're starting to get the Hasbro things back in this room again, and putting it up on the new shelf. And Izzy is helping us a lot all the time. And I'm working with to put all the tiny pieces in Cindy's dream room. That stands. It's a bit hard to see that. And here we have a box filled with Hasbro and Vivid things. So we're sorting it out, and Beatrice is taking away the Vivid things, because this is just a Hasbro Corner, so no Vivid is allowed in that area. Yes, and what did people do before the smartphones? As you see, we use them a lot when we're putting everything together. And this is the wild hair playset, and it was a little bit tricky to put it together, because we were scared to break the plastic. But I don't know if you can see it, but I went and got my hairdryer and heating up the plastic a bit, and to make it not as fragile, and it worked. We could put it together, and that was good. And I'm not sure what I'm I got more things to unpack, and Izzy is helping a lot. She's running around and giving us a lick here and a lick there, but that sounds really bad. No, she behaved. well, the wild hair play set got ready, and we're unpacking another dream room of Cindy, but I think it was just I had stuff in it that we took out, and yes, we're getting the stuff from the other room and just putting it up on the shelves, and we're trying to see how it looks the best as well. We did know that we wanted the bottom shelf to have big sceneries, and the shelf above we wanted to have perhaps a little bit more like house things or shop things, and the shelf above on top there is a bit more, the princess, the very pink and dreamy stuff. So, and yes, and I want to have to display the boxes if I have the boxes for the items. I want to show the boxes as well, because I think it's interesting to see how the design of the boxes has developed during the years as well. So just running around and picking up stuff and putting them on the shelf, and just thinking and feeling, and well, is this good or not? And yes, that is where I have all the tools that we had needed when we put up the shelves. So I think we are removing those tools from this room. We don't need them there anymore. And also the vacuum cleaner didn't. We don't need that anymore, apparently. And feeling, thinking. And here we decided to adjust the houses a little bit. And that's how we work. You need to feel the room in a way. And we decided that we wanted to have more space on the new shelves, and that we could put the 1986 pedigree boxes more together. And while doing that, well, not while doing that, but when we did that, we could put the pedigree Cindy fashion store on top of that room divider. You cannot see it from this view, but it's standing there where Beatrice was. And putting I believe perhaps some dolls on the shelves there as well. And yes, here we have a big box that has arrived from Joe, the Cindy Ballet girl, that I guess most of you know by now, is helping me to store. When I buy something from the UK on eBay, I use her address, so the parcels will be delivered to Joe, and she opens them and checks them, and then she fills a big box with the parcels I've been buying. And here we are unboxing a lot of parcels, and it's not easy to recognize what it is, but it's a lot of Hasbro things, but it was also a very longed for pedigree Mitzi doll. And we're also building it together. I think that's a Hasbro kitchen we're putting together. That had a lot of different little items that came with that box. And cars also. Hasbro cars. Turned. It got filled, so to say. A lot of stuff. And yes, we're admiring our work and giving it some last changes. Putting the kitchen higher up to be in the more homely section, and on the lower shelf it is more like training stuff, camping stuff, car, outdoor adventure things. And on the middle shelf, more the ordinary kitchen, go to shop things, stuff. And on the highest one is where you're trying to make yourself beautiful and become a princess in a way. And Izzy is helping us a lot again and checking things out. I must say that Izzy is such a great dog. She hasn't destroyed anything, and if I drop something on the floor, she takes it in her mouth very carefully and gives it to me. So she, even though she is really a chewer, chewing on everything. If I'm buying her, a dog toy, it takes seconds before it's deleted or demolitioned, completely destroyed. But when it comes to the Cindy stuff and the museum and dolls, she's such a star. She's a superstar. She's just helping me, and she's very careful, and it's amazing how gifted she is. I haven't taught her that. She just know that this is stuff I can't chew on. I will just help mom to get it if she drops it. Yes, that's just a little interesting thing about my lovely dog. Yes, we're adjusting and fixing and making things a bit nicer and feeling the atmosphere in the Hasbro Corner. And I brought some shoes down there, and I believe we have dolls in the corner where you can't see them, and we are putting correct clothes on and correct shoes on them, and also checking on Google in the Little Cindy Museum's website where the catalogs, where you can find the catalogs, we are checking so they have the correct shoes, but you cannot always trust the catalogs. You have to search for boxes, you know, how did it look when you bought the doll, because sometimes the things you see in the brochure or the catalog or the booklet is just one thing that they wanted to make, but in the end they changed it perhaps, so the shoes is not exactly like it was in the catalog. And sometimes it's not even perhaps made, even though it's shown in the catalog. Like in 1986, it was a complete side that never was made. I think it was called Dallas fashion or something, that never was made. You saw the prototypes only, but nothing was made. So that's sad, because there was a lot of fun clothes that was a bit cool actually. But I guess they decided not to make it because I believe they knew then, of course, that Hasbro would take over, or they would give the license to Hasbro for a lot of years. And yes, I'm sitting there and thinking and trying to put things together. Oh yeah, I'm writing on the small stickers what it's called and what year it was made or sold when it was shown in the brochures. And I'm putting stickers on everything, because I will not remember everything that I have in the museum, and so I need to have small stickers so I can be reminded of what year and what it's called and everything like that. I do not have a photographic memory, sadly. Imagine how life could be if you had that. Well, I'm not blessed with that, even though I feel blessed anyway, since I have the opportunity to have the museum and to have been able to work with it for since well, almost 3 years. I started the museum in 2020 and now it's the end of 2023, so I really feel blessed. And I'm continuing with the stickers and also continuing putting up dolls, because I have a lot of Hasbro dolls on the upper floor where I have the office. I have a lot of Hasbro dolls that I need to identify and see, well, what kind of clothes they had, and if I don't have those clothes, do I have clothes for them from the same year, because then I can use them in the house or in the sceneries. But if I have the original clothes that the dolls were bought in or with, or well, you know, then I want to show the dolls like that on the shelves there. But if they don't have the original clothes, but I can find clothes from the same year that was so like fashion, then I use them in the scenery instead. So I need a lot of dolls to be able to make this both the display with dolls and the sceneries. And Beatrice has left the building. She's at her place now. So I'm all alone here in the museum. Of course, I have Izzy as well. But now I'm doing, you know, the feeling things again on my own. And I removed that t-shirt, yes, because it was a pedigree t-shirt and it didn't feel right to have it hang in the Hasbro Corner. So I did like that instead, and I wanted to display that little kid t-shirt. That's a t-shirt that has that Cindy has the same print on. Yes, and I'm just running around and adjusting and fixing things, and this is going towards its end, the video, and I will put you know, grass on the lower shelves and under the houses, and here I am putting an extra shelf in just to be able to add more dolls, so it won't look too messy. I want it to be I want you to be able to see all the dolls quite good. So and hopefully I will make a video where I will film more closely on the Hasbro Corner before Christmas. So make sure you check my YouTube channel sometimes. Thank you very much, and bye bye.